You're listening to the Evening Drive. Evening Drive with Salil.
Two of the funnest people that I've known in Bollywood, two of the finest actors that we have in Bollywood, and I think two of the best friends that they were. Anushka Sharma and Ranbir Kapoor coming up this hour. There's not that much that I can say about them that you already don't know. But there's a lot about his life that you probably didn't know, like simple things like his shoes, like gossip, or like how they're such good friends. All coming up in this hour. Keep it tuned to Like Radio. Here with me, Salil, on the Evening Drive. And my two celebrity guests for this hour, Ranbir Kapoor and Anushka Sharma.
You're listening to Leica Radio.
All about the music. Evening Drive on Leica Radio with Salil.
I remember watching the two of them on screen in Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, and I was just wowed, A, by obviously Ranbir Kapoor's performance. But Ranbir and Anushka had this amazing chemistry. Obviously, Anushka went on to marry Virat Kohli in real life and now has become one of the most influential figures worldwide. Yes, as an actress, she always was, but as a producer, and also because her husband is the captain of the Indian team and doing such a brilliant job, coming number one on the Forbes list, Ranbir Kapoor never far behind. So when the two of them get together, it's never just simple banter. It's always fun and little complex.
You're listening to Leica Radio.
All about the music.
You know, both of you probably have this tag. It's a very strange tag to have in Bollywood, but when you're great actors, you're expected to just perform like hit a six every time. Yeah. Does that cause a lot of pressure? And do you think that's the reason why, you know, he's been, targeted a little more if his films haven't done as much business as there is? He hasn't been faulted for his own performances. But then the question comes, how can you not know how to pick the right films?
I think with him, I think that was the case because Ranbir was one actor who, it was such a refreshing change, and I have a lot of admiration for him for that. He could have done anything he wanted to because he had that opportunity and people were like really crazy about him right from his first film. But he chose to do the kind of films that he did. He did a Rocket and he did a Barfi, and he did a Wake Up Set. So it was different. It was not what everybody else was doing. And I think what happened was that obviously the expectations went on another level for him. And then when things don't do well from somebody like him, then I think people feel more disappointed because they feel like, why didn't he, how could he have failed? Or I think that's also the thing. That's the flip side of loving somebody so much that you will also then have that much problem with them, So I guess it's just a thing that you have to accept. It's just part and parcel of being an actor.
And as far as you're concerned, do you think people put too much pressure and they say that you probably don't try and work as hard because it comes so easily to you because it's in your blood?
No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं सर. It's like if it's dancing or comedy or emotional scenes or action, you know filmmaking. I mean, it looks easy because you feel entertained and you feel it's a glamorous world. But there's a lot of effort that goes for it to look effortless. The more effortless it looks, that means the more effort you've put in. There's no actor in the world who just comes and just does what he does. It's a lot of hard work. And that's how it is, and that's how we also I think all of us, this entire generation of entertainers or in media, television or film, we all are passionate people. We all want to make a name for ourselves. It's a competitive world out there. People are looking for quality stuff. So you have to be on your toes. You have to be the best version of yourself. If you're not, there's always somebody waiting behind you. They'll take your place.
Leica Radio.
All about the music.
Keep it tuned to Like a Radio, more with Ranbir and Anushka on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to the Evening Drive. Evening Drive with Salil.
If you ever took a poll of the best performances of the decade, Ranbir Kapoor would figure in quite a few of them. Anushka Sharma would probably be part of one of the biggest films of the decade for sure. Yeah, PK as well as Sultan. But when the two of them came together, it was magic on screen as well as with Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. But otherwise, as people, when I caught up with them recently, they were so much fun to just chat with because it's very tough to sort of get into the internal personal lives of these stars. They opened up to me.
All about the music.
This is Leica Radio.
Directors say this about Anushka, whether it's Rajkumar Hirani or Vishal Bhardwaj. She's a very, how should I put this way? A very terrifying actress to work with because she'll ask a gazillion questions, left, right, aage, piche, upar, niche, and then again left, right, aage, piche, upar, niche.
Yeah.
So as a co-actor, how is she?
She's amazing, because there's so much of freedom and there's so much of comfort. She's very natural, so her response is not stuck to some preconceived notion she's had before coming onto the scene.
But they say that acting is all about experiences. You don't carry that forward with you sometimes?
Yeah, but the experience is subconscious, right? But what you're saying and you're in the moment, that feeling is subconscious and that experience will carry it forward. But she's very natural, you know, she's very, very natural. You know, when you're talking to her, there are many a times when she's talking and I feel like she's doing a rehearsal because this came out like very natural, you know, and you don't believe that it's actually a take because how can an actor make it so natural?
Yeah.
And she's had that from her first film, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
If you see her work in Band Baja Barat, it's miles ahead of her contemporaries, you know, and that's probably one of her
No, even
earlier-
in Rabne, I was going like, this is her first film. Stop making it look so easy. You know, and it was. Yeah. See, even you've carried that, right?
Voice.
We are best friends.
पहले film as a producer भी इतना पैसा कमा लिया है यार. What's the deal? Yeah, tell me. Can I just know? You know, you choose the right NH10 completely offbeat, huh? I mean, one wouldn't expect it to make money. That made money also. Have you been going to mandirs and all? Have you tried a little bit of that? Something's going right, yeah?
I mean, I think obviously I feel like you do things that you think are the right things to do, but then it's luck. It's God's grace whether
No, but you have to.
they'll do well or not.
There has to be some kind of mantra also. See, even when I decide to come for.
I'm fearless. Like, let me just tell you that. So I don't. The thing is, that's the only thing I've understood now because I've asked this question very often. I don't go with the feeling of. But is anybody else doing this? Will this work? What are other people thinking about it? So if I feel like I like something, then I back it. Then I'm not going to be like,
Half-baked.
Huh?
Half-baked.
Yeah. Like then I'm not going to be thinking I'm not going to be asking 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Then I pull through, and then I will stick to it. So I think that's the only thing that I can say. I mean, I'm not going with the preconceived notions of if so and so wants to do a film with you and you're not saying okay to a film, then it's going to like spoil your career or whatever. Because I'm very honest about the way I deal with things, you know. And NH10 was a film that nobody was making, and I believed in the film and I wanted to make it because I thought that it was something that would that would kind of establish my sense of cinema and my sense of understanding of what I want to do in the future. And I'm glad that it paid off. And today, once a movie does well, then you have the opportunity to make another film. And now I'm able to produce another film right now.
2 films actually, no?
Yeah, it really paid off in like the literal sense of the word. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like it.
You're listening to Leica Radio.
All about the music.
More with Ranbir and Anushka on the other side. Keep it tuned to Leica Radio. By the way, you want to stay in touch with me, Salil Acharya on Twitter and Instagram. Always available, always accessible on social media.
Evening Drive on Leica Radio with Salil.
If you had to take a poll between who was better, Ranveer or Ranbir, very tough now to say because Ranveer has become perhaps like the bigger star. But for me, Ranbir Kapoor was always the finest actor that we had, from Bachna Hai Hasino onwards to Barfi, just to every film that he's done, even Jagga Jasoos. And that's why I just get so excited when I meet him. And when you have another thespian actor next to him, not just a star, Anushka Sharma, even more exciting.
Leica Radio.
All about the music.
You know, the two of you, apparently I've heard, and thanks to, now it's so nice to sort of pick and choose of the various interviews that you all go to. You shop a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I know about your cars, right? So, because every time I go to the various showrooms so I spend 2 years looking at a car and then I end up buying a car. I'm told that you take one every 2 weeks or 3. It's like a phone, you know, नई गाड़ी आ गई, रणबीर बाबा के घर पे भेजो.
So he will tell you the price of everything he has. I don't know, it doesn't
Really?
everybody does it to me. So he'll be like, you like my shoes?
I wish I'd known earlier out of
You like my shoes? $2,000. And tell me the brand, you tell me the price, and I get so irritated when people say things like, "Oh, you're a girl, you must be shopping a lot and all that." And I'm like, "No, hello, please."
No.
There are boys like Ranbir
Anushka, they'll
also.
say that to you. You're a girl who's an actress who's very successful, who has a very big balance, so you should be shopping a lot.
Yeah.
There's a slight difference. And if you don't shop a lot,
generally they think,
Yeah,
nah,
of
like
course.
girls, to matlab, it's just to shop.
so she doesn't like to shop at all?
You know, she's got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if it's cars, if it's clothes, if it's sneakers, you know, sunglasses. So I don't know where it comes from. If you don't shop, where it does it
See,
come
like
from?
cars and stuff like that, I have no interest in cars, bikes,
She's the only
nothing.
actress and actor who I know. She bought 2 cars. So I like, why did you buy 2 cars? And she's like, no, one is for to go to shoot and all, and one I just liked it, so I bought it.
Dude,
No,
man.
not like that. I'll tell you
See,
what.
there used to be an amazing show by Robin Leach, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I grew up watching that show.
Same.
Champagne Wishes and Caviar Dreams.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know. So let's just talk about the money now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 2 cars in the same day.
Yeah,
Why?
because see, I'll tell you why. The
Yeah.
thing is,
Yeah.
when I was buying, I was supposed to buy only one car, and
Yeah.
I was supposed to buy it like
This
with
is
my
not
own.
sabji tarkari, it's a car.
Exactly. But then, while I was buying that car, my brother said, this other car that we have, it's like wo faltu mein rakha hua hai and all. Why don't we sell it and like we can buy this car? So do you see, I don't even use my brain. I'm like, oh, you think we should do that? Yeah, okay, fine, let's do that. So I'm not sitting and thinking, kaun si gaadi kharidni chahiye. I asked my father and my brother, should I buy this one? Yeah. Can I buy this, Papa? Like, can I afford it? Yeah, we can afford it. Okay, fine. Then I'm buying it. I'm not like interested. Abhi wo gaadi aayi hui hai. So only like when he buys cars, I feel like, oh, meri gaadi ko kafi samay ho gaya. Should I buy a new car? But it's going. I asked my driver, chal rahi hai kya?
You're like the shop advisor for the entire industry, is it?
Anushka.
All about the music.
This is Leica Radio.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our chat today. We'll catch up with them again on a Monday. Remember, 2 days, part 1 and 2 always of our star interviews in 6 to 7 on the Evening Drive with me, Salil. You guys have a great weekend. The first weekend of 2020, the new decade. And I'll be back with some great decade-changing news next week because I'm going to be having my own lists of the best performances of the decade. Now that y'all are back from your holiday, I think we can get down to business next week. So, till Monday, see you soon. Bye-bye.
You're listening to the Evening Drive. Evening Drive with Salil.
Perhaps one of my favorite pairs because they're just so entertaining, so exciting, brilliant actors. For me, an actor has to be an actor first and then a star. A lot of stars are stars first and then they feel like acting, they act. But this guy is just brilliant. One and only Ranbir Kapoor and Anushka Sharma. These days a little more famous in India and the world over because her husband is the captain of the Indian cricket team, making the big bucks and scoring the big runs. The player of the decade recently in a list as well, and I think well deservedly. I mean, the runs he's made in the last 5 years is unreal. Yes, Steve Smith is also as big. Yes, Kane Williamson is as big. Babar Azam, the Pakistani batsman, is coming into his own, but there's no question about the fact that Virat Kohli is the number one batsman of the decade, but these two, the number one jodi. In a bit on Leica Radio on the Evening Drive with me, Salil.
You're listening to Leica Radio.
All about the music. Evening Drive on Leica Radio with Salil. With Salil.
My guest this evening, we've got Ranbir Kapoor and Anushka Sharma enthralling chat. Part 1 of it you heard, on Friday. But today, let's continue. So much more to know.
You're listening to Leica Radio.
All about the music.
Ranbir and Anushka, one of the finest actors of our generation. Ranbir will never give his opinion. He will ask you things. He does that. He gets me into a trap. He'll tell me things. How'd you like this film? How'd you like this? How do you like that? So I'll tell him everything. After that, he'll go,
Correct.
So this is how Ranbir is.
Oh, very chalu.
So now I know where to catch him. How much and all these things. Abhi price tags. So off late, I have to ask you this. This is a burning question with competition for everyone. And I know that, because you were to the manner born, you were always expected to be the best. Yes, a lot of people do consider you the best. When you see contemporary films, not people, films around you, does it burn you or does the hurt of your films having not done well really hurt you? Because a lot of films get offered to a lot of people. So do you go through that question often? I shouldn't have done this, I should have done that, I shouldn't have done this.
Of course, all the time, and I guess burn is a negative word. I get jealousy is a very normal human emotion, and you feel inspired also. When I see Ranbir Singh doing Bajirao Mastani, when I see the success Varun has got in every film of his, when I see Sushant doing Dhoni, when I see Tiger Shroff, the kind of mass appeal he's got so early in his life. So all my contemporaries. At the same time, when I see Amitabh Bachchan in Pink, when I see Salman Khan repeatedly, the kind of mega success that he's seeing, when I see Anushka and constant success, and you feel, of course, you want it all. But having said that, I'm also very grateful for everything I have, the opportunities I have. I'm working with really good filmmakers, and I'm very content and grateful about that.
Leica Radio.
All about the music.
Keep it tuned to Leica Radio. More with Ranbir and Anushka in just a bit. You're with me, Salil.
You're listening to the Evening Drive. Evening Drive with Salil.
The two of them, when they came together for Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, even with the gorgeous Aishwarya Rai, I think there was tremendous performances over there. I think one of his best performances of the decade. Yes, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani also came up in that. But I think Ae Dil Hai Mushkil for Karan Johar was the closest film because he felt that was part of his life. Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna and Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. And that's why when I chatted with them recently, so many fond memories of that movie as well. And of course, their own lives. Ranbir has another life that the world knows of and another life that nobody else knows of. We'll find out.
All about the the music.
This is Leica Radio.
I'm never satisfied, and I'm always satisfied with the wrong films. Ask her. Like after, I've told her Ye Jawani Hai Diwani is okay.
Yeah, so even but the chemistry in Ye Jawani was another level. And I was just spellbound. But I loved Rocket a lot. Now,
Me too.
Rocket was brilliant.
I loved
man.
that film.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it.
But
I remember the opening of that film on the first day was 8%. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I thought Rocket Singh is like my Munna Bhai, and I'm set and all, iske baad sab theek ho jayega and all. It was quite a surprise. And then you realize that, there is no formula, or there is, as an actor, you can't tell if this film is going to do well or not. It's impossible.
So you did a film that I think everyone really jumped on. I think the amount of effort that you put into Sultan also was something else. Yeah. When you see that film, you just felt the physical amount of pressure that was there on each person. Did you walk away really satisfied where every single box was ticked off?
You never are satisfied. I feel like it's not ever a feeling of oh, I did good, I did well. I think every time someone praises your performance, you keep thinking, firstly, I don't take praise really well.
Can you get really too cynical then?
No, talking about. I mean, maybe not cynical, but I feel like I'm very shy when it comes to taking praise, and also maybe I feel like everyone's always lying when it comes to praising me. I don't know why. It's always been the case. Yeah. So I don't take it very seriously. For me, it's like, and also I move on very quickly.
Which scene of yours I like best in Sultan? When Sultan is wrestling and the TV is going on and you're teaching the kids. I just think the way you did that scene was very evolved, as an actor, because I could see you're saying, come on, chalo.
You're listening to Leica Radio.
All about the music.
Keep it tuned to Leica Radio with these two, Ranbir Kapoor and Anushka Sharma, my guests in the 6 to 7 hour on the Evening Drive.
Evening Drive on Leica Radio with Salil.
The last part of this smashing interview with Anushka Sharma and Ranbir Kapoor. I can't wait to see the two of them in a big film again. They've had their ups and downs as far as their films and box office fate is concerned, but two of them superstars in their own right. Let's find out more.
Leica Radio.
All about the music.
Is there ever an awkward moment between two friends?
When they kiss?
Yeah.
Not at all. See, also you have to understand when you're kissing on film, no? It's very technical. It's like an action sequence.
Agreed.
It's
but there's still an exchange of saliva.
No.
Not really, no.
Because at that time you're so also nervous, and this thing, your mouth is also dry usually. So.
Okay, wait. So before we go, because there's this the axe of time hanging on me. So some kisses we're gonna rate, right? Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and Hrithik Roshan in Dhoom 2. Out of 10.
I would say 10.
10?
That was impactful. Why it was impactful is because I guess it was Aishwarya's first kiss.
Yeah.
And two amazingly beautiful people, Hrithik and Aishwarya. It was just like it was art.
For me, it was a peck. I wanted a full-blown kiss. That's been happening a lot later.
I think cinematically and for the kind of stars and the personalities they were, I think it was perfect.
Which is why I was this was What about you?
I was like shocked.
You were shocked.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Hello.
So what would you rate it?
What?
Pretty good.
For you, which has been the best
Because they're so
on-screen
beautiful,
kiss?
looking. So like, so beautiful.
Yeah, no, they're like a painting. Just before we go, the best kiss that you've seen of late recently in cinema?
Of mine?
No, not yours. Not just yours. I mean, if it's yours, there's no problem. I mean, you can say yours as well.
Anushka and my kiss in an Ye Dil Hai Mushkil.
And yours? Would you agree and concur?
I'm not thinking about it.
Oh, you're not thinking about it. It's that bad.
No, but now since he's asked you, what do you like? How do you rate me as a kisser on screen?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
He didn't smell, right?
No.
Okay, that's good. So that means they have kissed.
And I don't. I
think he has
boundary.
improved.
He's improved.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there's been some progress. He's evolved as a kisser.
Really? That's
Okay.
So I think you've.
The thrust has got better. He's probably developing over time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got to go now. But I'll see you soon. Till the next time, take care and bye bye.
All about the music.
This is Leica Radio.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was this fantastic chat. I'll catch you again tomorrow. Keep it tuned to Leica Radio on the Evening Drive with me, Salil Acharya on Twitter and Instagram. I'm always available on social media. See you soon.